reminded me of a very interesting reality. You see, Bram, have you ever received the sacrament of the anointing of the sick ever in your life?
No.
Of course not. Because you don't realize the gift of that sacrament.
Yeah.
You probably are like most people that are afraid, because if the priest comes to anoint you, you're going to die. That is the idea.
Yes.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
But no, the sacrament of the anointing of the sick is one of the sacraments of healing. Yeah, it heals. Yeah, and prepares our soul in like everything could be in the event of being ready, if it's God's will, to be with Him in heaven. Yeah, so the sacraments is the first gateway through which we are at rest.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, there is a saint who was beatified, I think in 2014. He's called Blessed Alvaro del Portillo. He's an engineer. He was a civil engineer in Spain. And once he was asked, Alvaro, which are your happiest moments in your existence? And he said, there are two occasions when he's happiest. The first one, even if he's a bit disappointed, oh, I did this and I did that, in trying to go for confession. After confession, after the sacrament of penance, of reconciliation, he's so happy. And it's an experience not just psychological. It's really an action of grace that just is God being more present in our souls, we can say. Is God dwelling in a beautiful way inside us, yeah? And it brings us joy, a lot of joy. The same experience was given by a gentleman who is called Scott Hahn, who wrote a book, Rome Sweet Home, with his wife, Kimberly Hahn. So Kimberly and Scott were not Catholic, yeah? They lived, they were Christian. In fact, they were in charge of a Christian community. But Scott became Catholic along his way. He discovered Rome home. And Kimberly kind of hated everything because she knew this is wrong. Our husband is lost forever. Yeah. And then, but she noticed something, that Scott was best after confession. He was very humble. He was the husband she wanted. And she asked herself, why? What is it in this box that makes my husband very happy? So the experience of the sacraments, yeah. And then for Don Alvaro II was whenever he received communion, because communion is like a foretaste of heaven. Because in heaven we shall have what is called the beatific vision. We will see God as He is, yeah. And here we have a foretaste of heaven because we touch Him, we feel Him, we eat Him, yeah. And He dwells. It's like He doesn't become us, we become Him.